Hi, this is Richard Lynch. You're watching ilovelimerick.com, and today we're at the Global Stop Cyberbullying Youth Summit at the Limerick Institute of Technology. Parry, can you tell me, what are we doing here today at Limerick Institute of Technology?
We are holding the first global youth summit on cyberbullying outside of North America, and we're bringing together world experts and local kids to come up with solutions.
And you flew in all these people that have been involved in working to combat cyberbullying for years and years. You took them all from America and you've taken them to Limerick. Why Limerick?
Well, not just America, North America, Canada, and the US. We have Italy, we have Spain, we have Latvia, we have Zimbabwe, we have so many different countries who are here, world leaders, because I think Limerick has people with the heart that can take what we've learned and turn it into something very special for the future.
Maria, why did Limerick Institute of Technology decide to sponsor this event?
Cyberbullying is a very topical issue. It can do a huge amount of damage to individuals. We're very much aware of that danger, and we have a number of programs such as applied social care, but also the IT programs, which are looking at this whole issue. We heard about the work that Parry is doing, and she is just such an energetic person. When we were talking to her and her enthusiasm and commitment of her team, the work she's doing in Canada and the US, we felt that we must offer her LRT as a venue.
Why did you get involved in combating cyberbullying? Because you've been one of the leaders in cyberbullying law in the world. Why cyberbullying?
20 years this month. We realized that the internet was a very powerful force for good. Kids could be educated and we could deal with all of the risks. But unless I could tell parents and kids that I could protect them from each other online, I couldn't allow them to be online. So what we need to do is teach them the world rules, netiquette, the way you behave to each other online, the reputation you want to build online, and who you want to be.
Well, can I tell you one thing I've noticed about this, Parry? You're actually getting the youths to teach the adults. Talk to me about the importance of that.
It really is. So it's easy to say kids are teaching each other, but the kids have to teach the adults. So the adults are always doing it wrong. If you talk to your parents and you've been cyberbullied, you overreact, underreact, you do it wrong. If you talk to your kids about what they should do, you're probably 10 years behind the times. We don't know what our cell phones can do, and if you really want to understand the privacy settings on Facebook, you need to find an 8-year-old.
Heather, can you tell me a little bit about POSTitPositive?
POSTitPositive was an idea that Roisin came up with after seeing Parry after that, when she was about 7 years old. She went to a summit and she thought, well, we just need to stop cyberbullying. And at 7, they're too young to be on social media. So she had an art project to do with her class, and she thought, well, let's make positive Post-it notes. And this is what you do before you use the internet. And let's talk about being kind to each other and nice to each other online. So they make a Post-it note and they share it with a friend, or they make art with it and they put it on the walls. And then it's an opportunity for them to start learning about how to engage properly online before they're 12 and should be online. Like as soon as they start doing gaming apps and all this sort of thing, kids know, or they're being bullied offline. So it might be about cyberbullying, it might be about bullying, it might just be kind things to say to each other. It's just remembering that before you do something, to think about it and share it with others. And it's that by doing it on paper, it teaches them that when you start doing it online, you want to do it the right way.
Good. If I told you I was cyberbullied right now, what would you write on a Post-it to me?
A little act of kindness can go a long way.
So have you written this in your school to other kids?
I read it on the internet.
So are your Post-its on the internet?
Yeah.
Mommy put them there just so people can see your idea?
Yeah.
What's the one thing that parents need to know?
They're still the parent. They should stand there every morning, raise their hand and say, I'm the parent. You don't have to be a technology expert. You don't need a degree from LIT. You have to be the one to hold your child's hand and give them a hug when they need it and teach them about values. If you teach them that and are there for them, you never have to pick up a device in your life. They will take that with them when they go online.
And talk to me about trolling online.
Trolling's become a big problem everywhere, but especially here in Ireland. We've had a lot of trolling, death threats, threats of sexual assaults against a lot of politicians.
Do you think this is going to help move forward cyberbullying laws in Ireland? That's why you're here today.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's a very strong commitment within my department as well to address bullying in general, but cyberbullying as part of that. It's a huge problem for young people, and obviously it's become, I suppose, more pervasive now because people are constantly on, on the internet, they're on Facebook, on, all kinds of media. So they're constantly, I suppose, in a position where they can be bullied.
So there's some new laws being proposed, but what we need to do is teach people when they cross that line. So they may think it's okay, it's political speech. You threaten someone's life, you go to jail in this country or any place else. So just because you think they don't know who you are online, just because you think it's okay and you have free speech, think again. There's that line, when you cross it, you pay the crime.
Sharon, your son Daryn was murdered by a serial killer in Canada 34 years ago. Why are you involved in the Cyberbullying Summit? What's the connection between your son and what's happening in the world of cyberbullying?
There is a connection because of the actual violence. Violence does play a role in relation to cyberbullying. You have to remember that there is bullying, and it can get very, very, you can even go further than that. There has been cases where there has been actual sexual assault done on victims that has gone viral, that has gone been passed through the internet. So there definitely is a correlation. And at this point, I don't know of any country at this point that recognizes cyberbullying when there is a death and or just criminal harassment where it is recognized as a crime. For instance, when victims' families, when they apply for criminal injuries compensation in their respective countries and or provinces or states, it is still not recognized. So I'm definitely here in support of cyberbullying, and we will work towards making it more aware, making governments more aware, and in recognizing that it is a crime of violence.
And you've developed a group of teens called the TeenAngels in America, and you're hoping now to develop the TeenAngels philosophy in Ireland. Talk to me about the TeenAngels.
My TeenAngels are amazing. They are younger versions of me. They understand everything about the risks, everything about the solutions. If I can't be somewhere to speak, they fill in for me. They've spoken at the United Nations. They're on television all the time. They've testified before Congress. They created programs for 2.5 million Girl Scouts in the United States. You teach them the basics and they build from there, and it's really the voice of youth, helping other youth deal with these issues.
Can you tell me what the TeenAngels do?
Right, so TeenAngels is a group of teens all over the world that are coming together to help prevent cyberbullying and to really get to the root of the problem, what it is, what we can do to help. And then we take it further and we take it on to research, and we come to these summits, and we just want to make the world a safer place online.
Why did you become a TeenAngel?
I became a TeenAngel because I want to make a difference. And no matter how small you are, or if you don't know a lot of people, you can still make a difference by just telling one other person and by passing that message on. Because if that means preventing someone from bullying someone else or preventing that person being hurt by someone else, then do it.
And how does an Irish kid out there become a TeenAngel?
Well, an Irish kid out there needs to reach out to us. You can go to cyberbullyingsummit.com. We'll have the application online. Find an adult so that you can have all the pizza and rides you need. Find some other kids to work with you, and we'll give you the training. It's all done online, and then you talk with others in your community, and when you're done, we wing you, give you a special shirt, and you go out and teach others.
Danielle, tell me, why are you here today at this event?
I'm here representing Ireland in the Cyberbullying Summit as one of the student leaders.
And why did you want to get involved?
I want to get involved because cyberbullying is a huge issue that needs to be resolved, and more children are getting affected by it every day, and they don't seem to realise.
And in your school, have you friends that have been cyberbullied?
Yes, I do. A lot of them have actually been cyberbullied.
And how's it affected them?
It's affected them in all other different ways, because some people, they don't realise how different people react. So other people could just leave it and they wouldn't get upset, and other people it would affect a lot more.
Carl, your daughter Amanda passed away as a result of cyberbullying, and she posted a video on YouTube shortly before she passed. Can you tell me about your daughter, your beautiful daughter?
Amanda was a very spirited and energetic child, and then she was like that since the day she was born. And because of the bullying and cyberbullying and the online exploitation, you saw her emotional side start to diminish, and she lost her spirit, she lost her drive, and she lost her passion to do the things that she liked. And that was a result of kids and adults harassing her and cyber abusing her.
You've lost your daughter. I mean, I can't imagine. Is this why you're now fighting to stop cyberbullies?
Well, you know what, there's a whole piece of it, and just recently I talked to someone and they called Amanda a transformative angel, and I thought that was a really interesting phrase to call her, and this lady that I talked to said she truly felt that Amanda was put on earth for a purpose, and that her parent was chosen for a purpose. And I think when you look at it, Amanda had, in her video, she has lots of messages, and we can learn from her messages, and her messages obviously are to share with others what happened to her and how we can change things so that it doesn't happen to someone else. And I truly think that that is what her strength was in life, was that she cared about people. And right now she's not on this earth with us, but she's still caring about people.
Now talk to me about apps, because a parent could block Viber, WhatsApp, all these apps in a kid's phone, but there's new apps popping up all the time that kids are privy to that maybe adults aren't privy to.
And it's not about individual technologies anymore. Those days are over. There are 10 new ones every second. So what we need to do is teach the kids how to use the filter between their ears, understand what the risks are for communication, for contact, for content, and cost. The more we teach them how to look at what they're using and judge what they're using, the better it's going to be.
So what would you say to anyone that's been cyberbullied?
I would say you need to tell someone. If you haven't already told someone, you need to tell someone and just get involved and just
Help stop and stamp out cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Don't search for acceptance through suspended accounts and forgotten passwords. Find the cyber world that appreciates you. A simple person won't find the fascinations of a person you are. It takes a pure soul. It takes time. Love yourself and you will find those that love you for you, online and offline.
I Love Limerick says to stop cyberbullying. This is Richard Lynch. You're watching ilovelimerick.com, and this has been the Stop Cyberbullying Summit in Limerick Institute of Technology. We'll see you soon.